Good morning, students. Welcome back to Biology Classroom once again. Today I will start third chapter, Reproduction in Animals. So look at the book. Normally, animals reproduce by two methods, sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. In case of lower class organism, they follow the asexual reproduction, and highly developed animals and human beings also follow the sexual reproduction method. Asexual reproduction in animals. Asexual reproduction is seen in very few animals and especially those of the lower group. Some example of animals that reproduce asexually are hydra, corals, liverworts, amoeba and starfish. This type of reproduction does not involve the fusion of sex cell, the fusion of egg and sperm. In asexual reproduction, only one parent is involved. So normally asexual reproduction is found in the lower class organism. In case of the asexual reproduction, there will be no fusion of male and female gametes. These are found basically normally hydra, coral, riverwood, amoeba, starfish, paramecium, euglena, this type of lower class organisms. Normally in case of asexual reproduction, there is a single parent is involved. Next, sexual reproduction in animals. Sexual reproduction involved in the fusion of male and female gametes and form zygote. This process of fusion is also known as fertilization. As mentioned earlier, most of the animals reproduce by the methods of sexual reproduction. The process of fertilization may be external or internal. So what is sexual reproduction? In case of sexual reproduction, normally here is sperm and female gametes normally fuse with each other. This was also known as fertilization and they form zygote. And then most of the animals follow the asexual reproduction and the process fertilization is takes place within, actually it happened maybe inside of our body and as well as outside of the body. It may be inside the female body. In some animals, the embryo grows outside the mother body in a hard shell egg. In case of some animals, they lay eggs and after hatching, the new baby come out. The fused zygote divide by the method of cell division, whereas the cell multiply, grow and they form an embryo. After maturing the zygote, it started the cell division and after of multiple fission, the zygote transfer into embryo. The embryo thus formed remains inside the female body and derives all the nutrition from there till it is mature enough to survive its own. At the appropriate time, when it reaches certain level of growth, the embryo is expelled from the body of mother and it is capable to surviving on its own. After maturing of the embryo, it expelled out from the mother's body, then it is able to survive on its own. The young one that is born from mother's body eventually grows into an adult. Animals like cow, horse, dog, human beings directly give birth to the young ones. Birds, reptiles, and some aquatic animals lay eggs and young ones hatch out of them. Insects go through various stages of development before finally becoming an adult insect. The offspring produced by these insects are called larvae, which are different from adults. These larvae or larvae undergo various stages of the developments during their lifetime. So what are them? Normally, different types of animals give birth to the young ones. But in case of birds and reptiles or some aquatic animals, they lay eggs and after hatching, the new baby come out. But in case of insects also lay eggs and the larvae just coming out. And these larvae undergo various development of stage and after that, they become an adult insect. Human reproductive system, very important. In humans, the reproductive system is different from male and female. So in case of human beings, male and female reproductive system is quite different from each other. Let us understand them one by one. First one is the male reproductive systems. Normally, the human male reproductive system is consist of testes, scrotal sacs, epididymis, sperm duct, seminal vesicles, and penis. At first, look at the picture, and you have to practice the picture as well as the description. So, look at the picture very carefully. That is the male reproductive system. Basically, it consists of penis, scrotal sac, epididymis, sperm duct, seminal vesicles. These are the main structure. So, look at the book. The male reproductive system preliminary made up of two pair of testes that is located outside of the abdominal cavity. So, what is testis? Basically, in case of male reproductive system, is consist of two pair of testes, and testes basically situated outside of the abdominal cavity. Situated outside of the abdominal cavity, and it is also known as scrotum or scrotal sac. Next, the male reproductive cells or male gametes are produced inside the testes, and the male gametes are known as sperm. Epididymis is the convoluted structure and it serves to store mature sperm. The testes consist of several sperm producing tubes that join in form of the sperm ducts. So look at the pictures. Normally, sperm is produced in testes. Each testis carry lots of sperm, and the basal solen part of the testis is also known as epididymis. Basically, it helps to store the matured sperm, and from that there is a produce of sperm duct. It actually helps to carry the sperm to the seminal vesicle. Look at the picture. The testes consist of the several sperm producing tubes that join to form a sperm duct. Vasa deferens transport the sperm from epididymis to the urethra just before the opening of the duct that is arising from each testis. There is a gland also known as seminal vesicle. This gland, which is present in each testis, produces a substance that act like medium of the passage substance that act like medium for the passage of the sperm. This liquid medium mixes with the sperm and form the semen, which is milky in nature. The sperm present in the semen react with urethra, which is present inside the penis, and the semen is eventually released to the penis. The penis is a male external sex organ. So, look at the picture once again. I will describe the structure once again. In case of male reproductive system, basically it consists of two testes, epididymis, sperm duct, seminal vesicle, and total penis. That is the main structure. Sperm basically produced in the testes, and its basal solen part is known as epididymis. It actually helps to store the matured sperm, and from epididymis, the sperm basically carry out from the sperm duct, and it is stored in the seminal vesicle. And seminal vesicle, it reaches to the urethra. It reaches to the urethra. Just before the opening of the duct that arising from the each testis, that is known as seminal vesicle, and it produce substance that act like medium of the passage of the sperm. The seminal vesicle produce a passage which mix up with the sperm and form semen. The liquid mixes with sperm from semen, which is milky in nature, and the sperm present in the semen release the urethra, which is present inside the penis, and semen is eventually released to the penis. So student, I hope all of you have understood what I have discussed today. So for today, up to this portion.